Season 48, Survivor. Season 48, Episode 13, Finale, Survivor. Season 48, welcome to Mirror Domains. And indeed, this is my Survivor Season 48, Episode 13 review, reaction, and review. It is live. So, guys, it's going to be pretty much like what it was last week. Red Lemon Cola in the live chat says, hey, I wonder what your thoughts will be by the end of this episode. I will watch the actual full challenges this time, but as far as deliberation and stuff like that, I'm really not that concerned about it. I'm guessing that it's going to go, Mitch will be out first, then Camilla, and then you'll have Kyle, Joe, and Eva there in the final three, and then I'm guessing they're going to give it to Joe. That's the way that I would probably think. You saw me lose patience with the show last week, and it kind of dispirited me in such a way that it's just made me totally uninterested. So why would you want to watch this? Because for the sake of conclusion, we did watch all the other episodes. And with that being said, guys, let's not drag this on. Viper in the live chat says the worst season of Survivor is finally over. But we will be back 100% for the 50th episode season. Season. Excuse me. We will be back for the 50th season. For sure. I don't know about the 49th. Because yeah. You know, I could take losing Charity, but then when we got rid of Mary, it was kind of like, bummer. I hate the season I crashed out. With that being said, guys, if you don't know how it works, I can't show you the entire thing here on the side because of copyright, but I'll do my best with my little tips and tricks to let you know where I'm at within the episode. So you can follow along with your copy there on CB. Whoops. Or Global, which I have it on. I have it on Global. So, it's just the previously on, and we know the previously on. So, Camilla and Kyle. I don't really care. What's this? What is this, a challenge? Did they get another clue here?
Go, and we all start sprinting off.
Tree mail gives them another clue with a codex or cryptics or whatever it's called. There are dots on the thing now. Even if you don't watch the 49, maybe you could watch a trailer for 49 at the end. If I do, I think I will fully migrate this show over to the Reacts channel. And I'll condense it. I'll do edits. I'll do like a quick edit and edit out all the time where I'm just standing there looking at it. Because very few people actually watch the full-length things. I think you have to build up the audience first before you can get the appreciation of somebody's full reaction of the episode, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't matter because Joe or Eva's going to win the challenge.
Is sitting here on day 24.
I don't think you're going to be sitting there for that much longer, Mitch. Whoops. And in case I leave it on too long, guys, I'll just chop it out like I did last week. I haven't quite figured out if it's Kyle's being smart about this, though. The first challenge was actually really good. Yeah, Kyle's using his brain. He's actually outwitting people. Yeah, this will be the condensed version. I don't even think that we'll watch the show after, where the reunion show. So yeah, as I said, Joe or Eva's gonna win. The Marvel producer who made a lot of Marvel movies is on 49. Kevin Feige? Kevin Feige? I don't think I ever heard anything about him. I don't think he's playing Survivor. He doesn't need to. His yearly salary is like $42 million. Which is really disgusting, by the way, guys. No one needs to make a yearly salary of 42 million bucks. All right. So this will just be an advantage. We're going to skip forward here. Joe hands back the place the ball in the basket, get a code.
Guaranteed spot in the final four. Survivor's ready.
Survivor's ready. I suspect that Joe's probably going to win this again. Kyle may be able to give a run for the money. Ooh. Yeah, you can't be claustrophobic for that one, right? Because you're in the mud and in a net. Just don't think about it. Just keep on trying to push through. And Camilla's stuck. So it's actually kind of like a funnel on the other side, right? Oh, Mitch one-shots it. And Joe's right behind. He thought he could strong arm it through. Okay, so you got to use your body to untwist it. Kyle's through. Camilla finally gets through. And she's spent. She's out of gas. He co-produced all the Black Panther movies and Captain America and the Winter Soldier movies. Okay. Eva can't see. It's not going to matter because if Joe wins, then you two are safe. 53-14-47. Oh, but those three numbers could be in a different order, right? Mitch almost one-shotted it again. Yeah. 32, 26, 71. Joe's in the lead again. Out of this final five, which two would you want to win the most? Camilla and Mitch. But Camilla hasn't, she's been not voting the greatest, as we've been learning from the last shots of the episode. She hasn't been making the big moves that she's been talking about, right? So Eva's back in the challenge. Ooh, easy there, Kyle. A fire puzzle. And you got to keep all the pieces on that little table so you can't lay it out and figure it out first to put it up, right? She did last episode with the Shaheen boot, yeah. Oh. You know, if Camilla can get to the puzzle, she might have a chance. Everybody's going to be in this. All right. So for the sake of... Is Camilla coming from behind here? Everybody's chasing Camilla. Actually, it looks like Camilla's way out in lead there. But if they do something stupid, like if she votes out Kyle, I'm sorry, but you're done. Or if she votes out Mitch, like they've got to go after Joe and Eva, right? They have to here. Like it would just be nonsensical that you let these power two get to this far into the game without being challenged at all. Like Joe's name was only written down once, but that was like in a landslide vote for somebody else. So, there you go. You've got yet one final chance to make good. And I don't really care about the deliberations. As I said, I'm sorry, guys. See, they're talking Mitch tonight. See, that's just moronic. You guys are so stupid. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, there's my Mary. Like, this is just so mind-boggling. I don't understand like, why you would think that you would ever have a chance against Joe or Eva in the final three. I don't understand that. There's Mary. All right. Let's not, Jeff. Let's hit the fast forward button.
Mitch, that's three. That's enough.
Mitch. Like, that's Camilla. No, this is just so moronic. And it really is. I don't understand it at all. That you let two people go all the way to the final four without any kind of challenge to their power. You never even tested them. The only way that you could possibly maybe beat them is that they didn't really do any big moves. But they were part of this alliance that seemed to get them there, so it's kind of like it's just it's so frustrating as a Survivor fan. Final four. She did the last episode. Are you going to skip the final tribal council to the votes? Why does the last tribal council go on forever and ever? Okay, so this is the ball challenge that we all know. This is where you got to put a ball into the top and you can't let it drop. You have one ball or one hand behind your back, and then you got to keep on adding more and more balls, right? So Kyle won the ball challenge. And I'm going to guess that he's going to turn his back on Camilla now because he's got more alliance to Joe. No, I think you should watch the whole final tribal. I don't know. I'll tell you this. If Kyle votes out Camilla right now, absolutely not. I won't be watching the full final. Because it's just so triggering. I don't care about Joe and Kyle's bromance. Oh, so is Eva's breaking down over the fire? Again, I'm not going to fall for Eva's breaking down about not being able to make fire again. Or having a struggle. Well, then put Joe against her. Like, you're playing a game called Survivor here, Kyle. I don't need to see the healing thing here. I really don't. Fire making showdown. Like, I'm really shocked that he put Camilla there. I think the following channel will help you understand a couple things that you're confused about. Well, I'm not confused about anything. I'm not confused at all that nobody's challenged Joe and Eva at all. There's no question that about that. There's none. And now Eva wins. Hey, but as long as she's still got... See, they're coaching Eva from the sidelines, and nobody's coaching Camilla. They'll be so proud of you because... Kyle, you are a complete moron. that you turned your back on Camilla like this. She helped you when you should have been gone. So I'm not rooting for Kyle. I don't really care about who wins this now. I really don't. It's just so stupid. Like, why? Like, no, Kyle, I don't care about your bromance with Joe. I really don't. You asked me who is the who would I be okay with? It was Mitch or Camilla winning, and now it's irrelevant. It's moot. Like, why would like? I'm going to retitle this video "Survivor Superfan Triggered by Season 48." There, that's what I'm gonna edit this. Survivor Superfan. Triggered by Season 48 finale. Like a complete meltdown. I'm glad that I'm so composed about this. Because I'm not screaming and yelling and pulling out my hair. I kind of did that last week. But it's just, I don't want to hear the justification. I really don't. So Kyle won. Well, at least Joe and Eva didn't win. I'm okay. Now I'll go in and confirm that it was because they didn't really do any big plays, right? They didn't outthink or out-strategize anybody. They just used the numbers, right? They just used numbers.
Thing I had in this game that no one knew about, which is my relationship with Camilla.
And there she is smiling with a big smile on her face. Yeah, I was voted out by you.
But I think that Camilla and I were the best duo in this game.
Okay, well this part here where Kyle's explaining his plan.
Have Camilla sitting in the final four.
So he was talking to Shaheen there. David's going to talk. Yeah, I want to hear what David said.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? What is that, a joke? Okay. I want to hear what Mary said. Or what her. Okay, here's.
Wanted to ask. So you guys have been sending people.
No, she just wants to know what the perception is. It would be nice. Well, I don't think there is any. All right. So Kyle wins. I guess I'm okay with that, but after the last episode, I think Kyle keeping Joe and Eva at the end was best play for his game since he had strategical leverage over the two. Yeah, I guess he was able to make that case that they didn't really do any big plays or anything like that.
Also showed me that she was hella
I
strategic.
want Mary on
I was
season 40 or season 50. Easy now. Is that the non-alcoholic champagne? Yeah, I prefer this over the big. Remember when we voted on the big finale in like LA or New York or wherever, when they have the big auditorium of people full of family members and stuff. I prefer this kind of quiet finale. The only thing is that I would have liked to have seen Charity. All right, let's take a look at the first look at Survivor 49. Here we go. Joe got the least amount? Okay. Okay, they're not really showing much here. They're just... I want to see the contestants. Not that it really matters. Riz God? So what is this guy, a spin doctor? Said he worked on Capitol Hill. Nice laugh.
In the fall, if you want to bid on props.
All right. And the jury said Camilla would have won if she made it. I would have preferred to see Camilla over Kyle. Because it was Camilla that came up with the more big plays over Kyle. Kyle was just part of it. All right. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. You know that it is a little, well, lackluster. I know that's not the finale that you would like to. You would prefer to see me watch the entire thing, but it's. Yeah, I've said my piece. I just want to see people play the game. I want to. I don't like to see people just go belly up and say, oh, well, we'll vote the easiest person out because it's not fun. That's why I voted for, idols to be in the game. I want shakeups. I want to have like the underdog, the person that's down 5 votes to 1, like 6 people, and the person on the bottom. I want that person to have a fighting chance to still be in it somehow, right? And and I know that a lot of people don't like the Redemption Island thing, but at least that's what that game mechanic was trying to do, is give somebody like a fighting chance. The 50 cast reveal is next week. Okay. Yeah. I'll be taking a look at that. Okay, guys. I think we will migrate this over to the Reacts channel from now on. And I don't think we'll do this live anymore unless I can switch over the account from OBS. I don't know how that'll work. I'll figure it out. I might just do like my reactions and then edit out all the parts of me looking like this and give you kind of like the snapshot version, like the 15-20 minute reactions. We'll still have like I'll react to like the reward challenges and all that stuff. But we'll keep that over on the Mirror Domains Reacts channel. Because that's eventually where I want to move everything, right? Because the trailer reactions have been slowly building up some audience over there. I want like series reactions to go over there. House of the Dragon. We just left these lingering ones on this main channel, mostly because I wanted to just have familiar audience, but there'll be like the snapshot. I'll leave like the short snapshot reaction kind of thing, leading people over to that channel. It's just the YouTube algorithm. They say that the YouTube algorithm is like, okay, well, each video is different, but to build up momentum in the channel here, we've got to maintain movies. Because I'm over the 4,122 subscribers now. And this is the time where, this is usually where channels blow up, between 4,000 and 5,000. This is where I really got to make sure that people are on board with me with the movie stuff. And then we can slowly migrate this stuff back as things, work. I don't know. And we'll see how it goes. But we will be back for Survivor 50 no matter what. We probably will try to look at the first couple of episodes of 49, but we'll test run the short condensed version, the short condensed reactions. Okay? With 49 maybe. That's what I'm thinking. All right, guys. If not, I'll see you next time right here on Mirror Domains. What else can you find here? We've got trailer reactions for Jurassic World Rebirth. Welcome to Gary. Fubar, Season 2. The new Superman trailer. Movie reviews for Final Destination Bloodlines and Fight or Flight. Clown in a Cornfield. Tenants. In Flight. And/or finale. And then, we're going to be doing movie news right here. I got to reset the stream for some movie news headlines, and we'll be right back here on Mirror Domains. Thank you for joining me, Red Lemon Cola.